So not only am I better, I'd say I'm better than ever. Jonas Walker from Niceville, Florida. I came here in March of 2024. What I was dealing with was with arthritis in my left elbow and my right hand from years of cattle ranching and farming. They gave me a couple of IVs, stem cells, and injected stem cells intra-articular into my left elbow, into the area in between the humerus and ulna where the cartilage was lacking, and injected some in the muscle and tendons in the left elbow, and then injected in my right hand. A few months, probably a couple of months later, I started seeing improvement. And then within probably 4 or 5 months, it was dramatically improved. When I came, I was probably at about 25% function. After a few months, and the healing had done, I was up to 90%, doing push-ups very easily, back to doing jiu-jitsu easily. I'm even doing weighted dips with a 45-pound weight, just something I've really never done before. So not only am I better, I'd say I'm better than ever.
What made you choose BioXcellerator?
Well, actually, first way I heard about it, I was training jiu-jitsu, and my training partner, I was complaining about the pain in my elbow, and he mentioned a place that he had heard of off the Joe Rogan podcast, and he had to look it up and text it to me, and he texted me the name of BioXcellerator and the podcast, and I went back and listened to it myself. But then I went to your website, and I started seeing people that I knew that had been here, Chuck Liddell, Gary Brecka specifically. And at each time I would get a treatment here, I remember this last time, but I didn't understand why as much till this time. My protocol is set up on Monday. There's a time for each appointment. They have it set up that way because those stem cells just ready right when they're supposed to be ready. And you can tell it's a lot of precision and care put into these stem cells, not sitting around and coming right out of the lab. The nurse brings it, they show it to you, and then they're ready to inject. I would highly encourage them to consider it and come. I mean, for my particular things that I'm familiar with arthritis, the doctors in the United States told me I was wasting my time, that I was wasting money and time to come down here, that there was a reason it's not FDA approved. And when he said that, it gave me more confidence to come. And when I went back to the United States, I wanted to see that doctor again, not because I needed to see him for any reason, just kind of wanted to rub it in a little bit. And I went by and saw him, and he asked me how it was, and I got down in the room and started doing push-ups. He finally said, "I get the point, you can stop."